Okay, all right. Thank you, Asa. So this is what we are working on. Let me see in case you are able to see the screen. So we are trying to make a positive impact to global lives. The idea is in case we can predict people who are going to have infection, we can manage that risk. Uh, we can save the life and potentially the health cost that we're going to occur on those people. And at second stage, we heard of something futuristic called health passport from in one of the webinars I attended last week. They say in future, like we have a physical passport where it shows our identity as a person and the nationality. In future, it's very likely that we are going to have a health passport as well. As we move from one place to another, we will have responsibility to prove that we are in good shape. It sounded very futuristic when I first heard it, but then the term has come around multiple times in the last 2 weeks or so. So I believe that's going to happen sooner rather than later. So that's what we are thinking of working on. This is just a model that we prepared, that in case we have quarantine people, they'll show something like that. It's very similar to the data we are getting for people who have COVID, in fact. So we know about 4 million people are affected right now. We don't have any vaccine, any proven medicine right now. So I think quarantine and monitoring of symptoms is the best option, it seems. And existing solutions, when we look at multiple wearable devices or even pulse oximeters, they are able to detect only one of these symptoms. So the algorithms, when you build, it's using only one attribute. Yes, it is possible, but then it's good to have multiple attributes. I think that's a question. And others are relying on manual data. So we have come across cases where people are to fill a Excel file, a simple form, how much fever or how much temperature they are having, or if they have having cough or not. So we believe that will affect the quality of data and impact whatever decisions we are going to make. So this is the Indian wellness industries. I'll skip that. About 5 million wearables. Very interestingly, when we started working, one of our friends from US sent us that US Army is pushing to develop something very similar what we are working on for almost 1 month. So it's interesting to know that it's not only us, but then people in US and especially Army, they're also concerned about COVID-19 and looking for a solution. So this is the solution which we are working on. Like I mentioned, we already have a product. It's called InnoBand HR. It has a couple of functions inside. So we took this as a basic platform and added a few more sensors. So if you look at the screen, you will have a sensor for cough. So it has a mic included. We already have heart rate. We're going to measure body temperature and also SpO2. So, and then we use all these 4 attributes to use our algorithms to measure if a person is having going to have a COVID in terms of what is the risk. Is it high? Is it low? Or is the person is in a good health? So 4, just to repeat, SpO2, heart rate, fever, and cough. Our current product, which I just showed to you, InnoBand HR, is already very accurate in terms of heart rate and SpO2. So we are benchmarking against Omron device, which is a medical device being used in hospitals. We're using same platform, adding 2 more functions of mic and body temperature and building algorithms on top of that. As we are building the device, because hardware takes lots of time to build, and so does algorithms. So we are building the algorithms. If you look at the left bottom screen, so we already have cough algorithms for about 1,000 people, COVID and non-COVID patients. So we are building these algorithms to detect, and then they will be incorporated once the product is ready. Okay, this is where we go. I'll skip that as well. So we believe the government and the administration will be the first use of these devices, and potentially B2B and then B2B. Okay, this is a skip. This is the team I just want to share with us. So I have about 25 years experience. Narendra is a CTO. It's good solid experience with Motorola and YD, about 20 years. And then we have Dr. Renu Bhatia. She is a doctor and then also MBA. And Mike Mastroni, who is ex-CEO of Philips and Siemens, is a mentor to me. So he's advising us. And we have a very good team on the medical side as well. We've got 4 doctors who are advising us on this. I'll skip the others as well. And this is what I wanted to share. There are a few patents which we have filed. I don't want to share that. We've been approached by, there's been lots of interest from people in outside India as well, outside Asia. And we were approached by people from Germany, and we have sent our proposal to them as well. They want to collaborate. And then, of course, from Hong Kong as well. Right. So this is the small presentation which I had and wanted to share. Any questions? Anybody wants to ask or share, add on to what we have discussed? Yeah, Mr. Asif, I get that. I got your message. I'll come back to you on that. Can you share a little bit more what you're doing, sir? You are on mute. I can't hear you.
Yes, I'm from the Indian Economic Trade Organization.
Okay.
So having promoting Indian trade and commerce in around 32 countries. So okay. India is now looking at post-COVID. India is going to be playing a very strong position post-COVID. And we are working on drafting policy and framework for what opportunities, especially in the health sector, that we can offer.
Sure.
And if COVID, this particular thing, is going to be credible enough for us to see how this can be in the regions of Africa, looking at the affordability and economic feasibility.
Very fine. Thank you. I'll share. So in case you can share your coordinates or your email, sir, I'll come back to you.
Yeah. Definitely.
Just for information, I wrote to Mr. Amitabh Kant yesterday. I was watching news where he mentioned Arogya Setu, and then how it's been able to impact. So I wrote to him regarding this product as well. So in case we want to incorporate in a bigger system as well, right? Arogya Setu is still it's a very good tool, but again it is relying more on the manual data.
Yeah, it's more on the manual. Yes, there is no algorithm, especially the cough algorithm that you're talking about. There is no accurate algorithm for Arogya Setu.
Yes. So I'll do that, sir. Anybody else? Any further questions? Any suggestions? From Neil, and I think Asa, if I can pronounce clearly, or Mr. Abdullah. Any interest on COVID side from anyone? No. Okay, so that's the only thing which I want to share. Okay, I get that. No. All right, I get that as well. Sure. Right, guys, I can share something more on COVID.
Yes,
that was a basic idea. I've been told by Michael not to sell, so I'm trying not to sell myself, but then just sharing the data. We are working with the universities. We're working with IISc, Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore right now. We are working with PGI in Chandigarh to gather the data. We have some connections in AIIMS. We are trying to see in case we can do that. In US, we have one of the consultants is a professor in Cleveland, University of Cleveland. So we're trying to gather data and build algorithms as well. So that's what we are working on right now. Yeah. So, well, what can you share a little bit more about what I think you see you're in a policy making. Which department is that exactly?
That is the Ministry of Commerce.
Ministry of Commerce. Okay.
Ministry of Commerce. Now, the additional secretary on the economic front, we have now worked on creating. We are doing a lot of telemedicine and teleradiology with hospitals in. And sudden, we have got a lot of interest from Africa and Latin American region. And we have had almost 60% increase in telehealth consulting in the last 2 months. Due to this, we have got some very good resources in Bangalore, and we have tied up with those hospitals. And from Africa, India has extended some credit lines, especially in the health side post-COVID, for countries like India and Lesotho, Ivory Coast, and Djibouti. So we want to see if we are able to offer, post-COVID solutions, and if this could be one of the, parts of that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this is very interesting because there lots of interest from us. We as engineers, we always know what can be done, what cannot be done. But coming from medical side, that's why we brought doctors inside and say, what is possible, what is not, and then working on SpO2, especially on the lung function, was news to us. The tough algorithms, and again, one of the policymakers who has joined, you didn't see in the team is, he has asked us whether we can build the algorithms to detect TB. Once we are already going on a cough. So technically that is possible. So once we have this monitor, in future, it's not only COVID. So once we build the algorithms, we should be able to detect multiple diseases, right? This person is going, there's a potential of this person getting towards disease 1 or disease 2 or disease 3 or for an early intervention.
Wonderful.
And second is the quality of data. Because we see many devices. Again, somebody was asking me, I will not name the company. It's a product which comes from a country which produces low quality products. Basically, it has data, heart rate, but that's like a toy. It doesn't mean anything. It is just good for some graphs. Because on health and wellness, you can't make decisions based on that data. So for us, quality of data has been very important. We've been in the healthcare field. We build products we've gone through FDA. Approvals, and we know the protocols. We understand the difference between high quality and low quality data. So that's very, very sensitive for us, and that's where we think we are very good at.
Wonderful. Great. So how far have you reached the development stage? Are we in the beta stage? Are we in the testing phase already?
No, so we are actually building. So like I said, it started about 1 month back only. So we have done the electrical design. So this one is already working. So the old one. We have just modified the design, added 2 more sensors. So, but then the PCB has to be redesigned, and then the display and the sensors have to be added. So we just finished the electrical design yesterday night. We'll be going for fabrication very soon for that. But then,
so I'd be happy to know a little more so that I can we can do some pre-planning.
Sure, definitely.
I've sent all the coordinates, including the website and the other details. So you can have a look and understand what we're doing and accordingly plan.
Sure, definitely. I got that. I'll definitely come back to you from that section. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And I think 15 minutes. So I think that's all I wanted to share. So I'll probably stay on here, and then unless somebody else wants to talk about something more interesting out here.
So what are the other products in the market that are that you feel are going to be your competitors?
So as of now, nobody's working on So in India, in India, most of the products are not designed and developed in India. They are designed and developed outside India. Some very high quality, which are designed in USA or in Europe, and they are manufactured anywhere. But then most of it, they are low cost, low quality, and manufactured in a neighboring country for us. So for them to be able to change the design and work on algorithms is very difficult here in India. At least, right? They're just buying whatever comes, and then people who are making, either they don't know what they're making, right? Because it's just a toy goes for a consumer level. But I'm sure in USA or in Europe, people are already thinking about that, and they're working. Probably Fitbit, I have seen the news. I think they are working on that as well. That's the only company that at least I have heard the news of. Not anybody else so far. There may be, I'm sure there are many smart people who must be thinking about that.
Right.
But not many companies have capability to design and develop this. So we are probably only 3 companies who have designed and developed 5 wearable products. So this is our 5th one right now. I think Fitbit is leader, and I think Garmin is number 2, but they are at a very different level. For us, because we have been doing it. I've been in Hong Kong, China for almost 20 years. We've been designing these products. Yeah.
Okay.
That has given us the advantage of designing and developing.
Wonderful.
Right. If there is nobody else, Mr. Paul Healy, any questions? Oh, he's a long time back. I think I can show a little bit more of what we do.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Since we are already here. So this is our parent company.
Right, Innoware.
Yeah. So that's what we do. So these are the 4 products which are already designed and manufactured. Yeah. The left one is the InnoBand HR, which I just showed to you. And this is what we started in 2014. I got some design awards, and then this is our team. I've shared about myself. Then Narendra is based in Bangalore.
Oh, okay.
W.I. Chan. He is based in Hong Kong / Malaysia.
Okay.
Working together, yeah. This is the office in Hong Kong, and then this is
also you have an office in Bangalore. That's nice.
We have an office in Bangalore as well. So
right.
We do that. Yeah. So that's what we have done.
That's nice. So our head offices are based in Bangalore, so that will be nice.
Okay. All right, that'll be very easy. So we are working on multiple new solutions. One is COVID ban. This is what I think I just shared that with you.
COVID ban.
And, yeah. And then there are some other products which is we are working on non-invasive blood glucose monitoring. It's a separate one. And Clock is on the mental wellness, and then Enhance is on overall wellness. So these are new products that we'll be working as of now.
So InnoClock is for mental.
Yeah, mental health. So it keeps track of your environment, and then changes the environment to. It's like it measures your stress using the same variables. Okay. Then it changes the light and sound to de-stress you. So it's a closed loop.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Yeah. So it's like the morning lights are like a sunrise.
Yeah.
For me, and then the clock I can put. When I was growing up, there was a tree outside my home.
Okay.
And most of the times the birds will start chirping in the morning. So my sunrise will be the light will come in the room gradually, and the birds will start chirping and I still believe that was my best waking up experience in my whole life.
Okay.
Because that'll be very gradual, unlike an alarm clock. So, and then we also believe the way you wake up, it impacts your whole day. If you wake up nicely in a happy mood, you stay happy. So we try to replicate same scenario in a clock.
Okay.
So in the clock I can choose a sound, bird chirping, or a music, or Sita, or guitar, or sea waves, and then the light. So the light goes from dark to red to orange, like a sunrise, and the sound goes like if I said I need half an hour to wake up, so the voice will start from level 1 at 5:30 and will gradually go up, and the light will gradually change.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just giving you an experience what you like to do for waking up.
Understood.
That's how it is. And then it's connected to light and sound. That's how it works.
Okay.
Right. Right. I'll stop sharing it, and I think a few more minutes till we have our new speaker. Speak about that. Yeah. Right. But thank you so much. I'll switch off my video, and then we'll
Sure,
wait for the new speaker to come in.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.